overzealous, they think I'm selfish, but I'm working on my wellness. Hustle for my health, and I keep pushing this product till there's nothing on the shelf. If I go to hell, hope I
Hey hippies, I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. So this video, I am going to show you how you can make rose water at home. Yes, from your own kitchen. Definitely make sure you guys subscribe, comment, and I'll be back. So the first thing is you want to make sure you have a bowl to put your rose petals in. I am going to wash them just to get any bugs, chemicals, pesticides, any kind of that stuff out of them. So give them a quick bath in the sink just with some regular water, and then get ready to make your rose water. Again, you want to make sure you give them a quick bath in some water. Just kind of steep them under the water and then pour the water out. Here I'm just separating the rose petals because I have a lot. So I'm just going to separate them into two different containers. I'm going to freeze one container, and then the other container I'm going to use to make my rose water today. I have my pot here, and I'm just going to place the rose petals inside of the pot. I have a lot, like I said, so I did split them up. Next, I'm going to put my water into the rose petals. I did use distilled water or bottled water. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pour that all over. I had actually used probably about 4 cups of water, I think, because I had a lot of rose petals. So just keep that in mind. You just want to make sure the petals are kind of floating on top of the water, or that is enough water in there for the petals to be floating. I turned my burner up to about 5, like in the middle of 5 and 6. And then I put the lid on. Well, almost. But yeah, so I put the lid on, and then I'm going to go ahead and let the rose petals boil at a low heat. And I probably let them boil for about 20 to 30 minutes maybe. Once the color is out of the rose petals, then you know it's done. I'm not too sure on the time. I cannot remember. I did not time it. So here is my rose water after it's been cooling for about 15 minutes. I used a colander for the big pieces of roses. It was just easier to get them out of there using that. And so what I did was take a spoon and just press the water, the leftover water out of the roses into my bowl. Next, I'm going to use a smaller strainer to get the stringy pieces of the roses out of the rose water. So you'll see me pouring it in, and some of those strings did come out, but I had to go back and actually use a cheesecloth to really get those strings out. I guess the strainer still had big enough holes for them to slip through. So once I used the cheesecloth, which is right there, the thing I'm putting over the bowl, once I used that, it made it a lot easier for those little pieces to be filtered out. I used a measuring cup to pour the rose water over the cheesecloth. That was just the easier option as well. So once I finished pouring all of my rose water into the measuring cup, I filtered it out with the cheesecloth, and it came out phenomenal. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel as well as follow me on my Instagram at HerHippieTV. Thank you. See you guys soon.